AEW World Champion MJF has shared his real honest thoughts on CM Punk's real AEW World Championship, as well as his thoughts on Punk's firing from All Elite Wrestling. Footage of Matt Riddle's incident at JFK Airport prior to his WWE departure has now been released. We've got that footage. Wrestle Dream, the main event for that pay-per-view tomorrow, has been confirmed. Also, the main event for tonight's NXT No Mercy event has also been confirmed. Chris Jericho will be teaming up with Kenny Omega for the first time ever tonight live on AEW Collision 2. And Mariah May finishes up with Stardom amid rumours of her possibly heading to WWE or AEW. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about MJF, opening up about one of his greatest rivals ever in his short career, that being the former AEW World Champion CM Punk. MJF has now commented on his rivalry with CM Punk in All Elite Wrestling, sharing his honest thoughts on Punk's real world title. One of the highlights of Punk's AEW run was his rivalry with Maxwell Jacob Friedman, which saw MJF face off against his childhood hero in early 2022. Speaking with Wrestle purists, MJF noted that he believes fans will fondly remember this rivalry because it was his true life. He said, quote, "To me, it wasn't business, it was life, and I know it was life to Phil too. That's why I think that rivalry is going to go down as one of the best of all time, and that I'm proud of." During Punk's absence from AEW in late 2022, MJF defeated Jon Moxley to become the AEW World Champion. When Punk returned to the company in June of this year, the controversial star carried his own AEW World title bout, which he branded the real AEW World Championship, as he was never defeated for the gold. While there was speculation about a potential title versus title bout, MJF didn't ever confront Punk about his real World Championship bout. Explaining why he didn't ever confront Punk on screen, MJF said, quote, "Collision is really important and Collision success is super important. So at the time, having a guy of that stature, CM Punk, having something that everybody on that show could be fighting for is realistically, as much as Tony Khan wishes he could clone MJF, I can't be everywhere at once, so I didn't have an issue with it. I thought it made all the sense in the world." Of course, MJF is currently a double champion, holding both the AEW World title and one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships alongside Adam Cole. Following Cole's broken ankle injury, MJF is slated to defend his Ring of Honor Tag Team titles in a 2-on-1 handicap match at Wrestle Dream tomorrow. So what are your thoughts on MJF's comments about his rivalry with CM Punk as well as the real World Championship? Now, Matt Riddle no longer with WWE, and one of the big incidents prior to his departure from the company after being released was this incident at JFK Airport. Now, at the time, obviously, we didn't really know too much about it. We just heard these reports that came from TMZ and also Matt Riddle's social media posts as well that were quickly deleted. But video footage has emerged of former WWE superstar Matt Riddle from the recent JFK Airport incident, which took place ahead of his release. In a now deleted Instagram post shared on September 10, Matt Riddle had claimed that a Port Authority police officer sexually assaulted him at the JFK International Airport in New York. At the time, TMZ reported that Riddle's comments sparked an investigation within the Port Authority Police Department. TMZ also reported that, per law enforcement sources, Port Authority officers got a call for a disorderly person who was deplaning, and Riddle was reportedly the disorderly person. TMZ has now shared a video of Matt Riddle from the September incident prior to Riddle making the allegations. The footage can be seen right now. Take a look at this footage that has been released by TMZ Sports.
I know how to fly, dude. All right. Ron Brencher, you know how to fly. Fucking fly. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
So as I mentioned, that being some of the footage that has been released of the incident involving Matt Riddle, of course not the entire footage. Riddle was one of a number of WWE stars released by the company during the September round of talent and budget cuts, with Riddle announcing he was no longer with WWE on September 22nd. Following Riddle's departure, Fightful Select reported that a WWE higher-up said that Riddle had, quote, burned through too many chances during his time with the company. It has been reported that he's already received several offers from MMA companies to return to the world of combat sports. Now, Wrestle Dream will be tomorrow live on pay-per-view. We'll be doing a watch-along and a post-show for that. But the main event of this weekend's Wrestle Dream pay-per-view event appears to have been revealed just a day out from the show. Sunday's Wrestle Dream show will take place in tribute of Antonio Inoki. AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling names will be in action at the event, which will emanate from the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington. With a number of huge matches slated for the show, we now know which match will close the show. During the AEW Countdown to Wrestle Dream preview video, Darby Allin opened up about wanting and waiting for a main event for an AEW opportunity, promising to win the TNT Championship in the main event of Wrestle Dream. Darby said, quote, "You haven't seen shit until you wrestle Darby in Seattle. At Wrestle Dream, in the main event, you are fighting someone who you've never seen before." Darby Allin is slated to challenge Christian Cage for the TNT Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls bout. Of course, this being the main event of the show has fueled rumours about Edge potentially making his AEW debut in the closing moments of the show. As we spoke about earlier today, Edge has been removed from the WWE SmackDown video intro amid rumours that his contract is set to expire today, and by tomorrow he will be a free agent, clearing the path for an AEW debut if indeed he wishes to sign with All Elite Wrestling. What are your thoughts on this match being the main event of the show tomorrow? Does this imply that indeed the Rated R superstar is about to become All Elite? Speaking of main events, the main event for tonight's NXT No Mercy event has also been revealed. A number of top matches have been confirmed for the event, with 5 titles set to be defended in Bakersfield, California. WWE's Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creative Shawn Michaels has now confirmed that the NXT Women's title match will headline the show. Announcing that Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton will close the show, Michaels took to Twitter to note, quote, "I'm very proud of our NXT Women's division and all the hard work our ladies put in, and I'm very proud to announce the Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's Championship between Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton will main event tonight's No Mercy Premium Live event. Lynch will defend her gold against Stratton in an Extreme Rules match tonight. This all comes after Lynch defeated Stratton for the NXT Women's title on the September 12 edition of NXT. Of course, there are several other big matches announced for the show, including the NXT World Championship on the line, the NXT Global Heritage Invitational Tournament winner Butch going after the Heritage Cup as well. So a big show this evening for NXT. Now, also, there's going to be an AEW show tonight and tomorrow. Tonight is going to be another episode of AEW Collision live on TNT. In the lead-up to their trios match against the Don Callis family at Wrestle Dream, longtime rivals Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega will team up for the first time ever on tonight's episode of AEW Collision against the Mogul Embassy's Gates of Agony. AEW boss Tony Khan announced the match via X, citing Korn and Terry Leona's recent run-ins with the Elite, which intensified last week when Adam Page and the Young Bucks defeated Brian Cage and Gates of Agony for the Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team titles. Omega and Jericho, who headlined AEW's inaugural Double or Nothing pay-per-view in 2019, have been at odds over the past 4 years as part of Jericho's multiple stables warring against Omega and the Elite, coming to blows in brutal matches such as the first Stadium Stampede, a Falls Count Anywhere street fight in May 2020, and several other multi-man bouts. In their most recent encounter, teams led by Omega and Jericho came up short in their attempt to claim the AEW World Trios titles from the House of Black in their hometown of Winnipeg when AEW visited the Canadian city earlier this year. The long-time rivalry was seemingly put to rest last week when Omega rescued Jericho from a beatdown at the hands of the Don Callis family, who have been embroiled in a feud with the Best Bout Machine for the last several months. Subsequently, it was announced that Jericho, Omega, and Kota Ibushi will wrestle the Don Callis family's Konosuke Takeshita, Sammy Guevara, and Will Ospreay this Sunday at the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view in Seattle, Washington. Finally, this is quite an interesting one that could play into tomorrow at Wrestle Dream as well, because an update has emerged on Mariah May, who was previously rumored to be joining WWE or AEW following her Stardom departure. On a recent edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer reported that the former Goddess of Stardom champion Mariah May was finishing up with Stardom indicating that she'll be joining another notable promotion very soon. In another update, Meltzer stated that her final date with Stardom was Saturday, September 30, that being today, and that he has heard there was previously talk of AEW with her. However, he hasn't heard any confirmation on this. While Meltzer's most recent report indicated she might not end up in WWE or AEW, May has now confirmed her departure from Stardom, making some interesting teases while doing so. In a video shared by Stardom, the English star discussed her final Stardom appearance, noting that she has to be up early the next morning to catch a flight. Interestingly, when the interviewer asked if the flight was going to be taking her back home to the UK, she replied, maybe, which many have interpreted as a tease she's actually flying to the United States. Sure enough, May was in action at Saturday's Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix Finals event, losing to Hanan. Following the bout, May confirmed that this was her final match with Stardom, and obviously lots of people have been talking about where she could be headed next. Many fans have predicted that May will make an appearance at the October 1st AEW Wrestle Dream show in Seattle, Washington. Of course, if we get any more details on her future, we'll let you know. But there you go, guys. This is the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.